Ken, we're up for Ken's Mortgage Minute on Tuesday, June the 18th. Well, if those of you who remember Chicken Little, he was a guy that ran around and said the sky's falling. You would think that that was going to be happening in the real estate market from what all the economists were saying. However, the data that seems to keep coming out is supporting more of a soft landing. The Canadian Real Estate Association are the latest to suggest that the market is healthier than we thought, and they are actually predicting a bit of a rebound in 2014. The Canadian Real Estate Association reported just yesterday that home prices were up 3.7% in May from the same month a year earlier to a national average of $388,910. CREA pegs that the average price over the year, though, will only be up 2.1% to $370,900, but far removed from basically the correction territory that everybody had been looking at. And in 2013, they figured that the average value is expected to rise by about 1.8% to $377,700. So we're up a little bit now. They're predicting a bit of a downward, and then the following year they're looking at a bit more. They basically are saying that the housing market looks like it's headed for a pretty soft landing. Now, CREA still anticipates sales to fall 2.5% in total during 2013 compared to 2012. To basically 443,400 units from 454,573 units. A lot of 400,000 there. Home buying should rebound, according to them, to about 464,300 units, or up about 4.7% in 2014. So that would be a bold prediction. History obviously tells us that whenever we've had mortgage rule changes, there's been impacts, and it would also dictate that most of these impacts last about 3/4 of the year, and it seems like this is playing out here as well. Now, the good news is that sales and prices are growing at more sustainable levels than they were in 2010 and 2011. These are things that some of these economists and some of the folks looking at these things are comforted by. And the government looks like they're in no hurry still to change the Bank of Canada trend-setting rate, which has been locked at the same place for almost, 4 years, 3-4 years. And as long as the interest rates remain low, affordability is going to remain relatively high because things are still good. In spite of the rule changes, in spite of the toughening, there's still a lot of affordability. There's lots of good rates, lots of good deals. And with the adjustment in some of these house prices, at least from the perspective of homeowners who have been looking for way more and now are basically realigning their expectations, it seems like there's certainly some affordability in the economy. However, as we've said many times, if rates were to jump a whole percent or two, we'd be looking at a whole different economy right now. And if it stays the way it is, which, like I said, most economists are predicting rates are going to stay where they are for at least the balance of this year, as far as the Bank of Canada, and we might see some change into the next year, and especially now that Stephen Poloz will be taking over that role from Mr. Carney, and he's going to be taking over that role. We'll see how everything plays out in his world, and how he's going to be approaching the Canadian economy and the challenges that lie ahead. But for now, based on what we're seeing from CREA, based on some of the other numbers coming out, we are still in a bit of a soft landing. We're not in for that horrific roller coaster ride that a lot of had been anticipating. Now, if you are looking for anything real estate wise, don't hesitate. Give us a call at the Auxilium team. It's Cam the Mortgage Man. We're always here, ready, willing, able to help, and look forward to assisting you with any and all of your mortgage needs. Enjoy the day. Hopefully where you are it's sunny. I know where it is where I am, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.